Hello, class. Good evening, and hello to our instructor, Mr. Duates. I am Samuel Junior A. Penales from Group 5, and we will be tackling about the technology collaborative tools in the modern world. So, what are these? Sit back and relax, and we will be discussing it later. But before that, let me introduce to you my co-members in Group 5. We have Jimmy Aniñon, Reca Diaz, Samuel Junior A. Penales, yours truly, Mark Warin Esid, John Lloyd Yap, and also Earl Segovia. Without further ado, we will give to you our first reporter, Jimmy Aniñon.
A pleasant evening, everyone, especially to our beloved subject teacher in TTL, Mr. Adrian Duates. A pleasant evening to you, sir. Before I formally commence the class discussion, let's have a short motivation. So, the motivation is code logo guessing. So, all you need to do, guys, is to guess what application I am showing to you. So, without further ado, let's start it. So, what do you think, guys, is this application? All right, very good. So, this application is what we call Google Meet. How about this? All right, so this application is called Zoom. How about this one? Alright, so this application is what we call Google Classroom. How about this one? Very good. This application is what we called Skype. How about this one? Precisely, this is a messenger. How about this one? Alright, you are correct. This application is what we call Facebook. So what do you think, guys, is the reason why I am sharing you this application? So it is simply because I am sharing you this application because these applications are examples of collaborative tool in the digital world where we utilize these applications to collaborate and communicate with each other. So the learning objectives. So at the end of this discussion, learners are expected to identify different technologies, collaborative tools, give importance and collaborative tools in the digital world. So we, the reporters, are expected, by the end of this discussion or by the end of these lessons, that the learners or the listeners are able to identify and give importance on the collaborative tools in the digital world. So how does technology affect the modern world, specifically the education system? So because of the advent of technology, technology provides opportunities for students to consider real challenges and come up with solutions. It's a great way to encourage active learning. So technology plays a vital role in our lives as it make our lives more easy and convenient, and technology affect the educational system a lot. So the learners of these generations are new kind of breed, and it is important that teachers understand how to deal with them. So it is apparent that students now and students then are different from each other. So it is very important that teacher understand how to deal with them. And it's very important, vital, imperative that teachers knows what are the prefers, what are the desires of the students today. So because students before is different from students now. So students of today's generations are more likely to connect on social networking sites. So they prefer to connect social networking sites. They love to create and produce something rather than be consumers of information inside the classroom. So we the students of today's generations are more likely to explore in social media. Okay, they like to be mobile either physically or virtually, and apparently they seem to be investing a huge amount of their time. So students of today's generations are more likely to spend their time on social media to explore something. Students of today's are love to be mobile either physically or virtually as transverse from point to point or site to site. The reason why students are love to explore online because a lot of things online that can help us improve ourselves, that can help us more intelligent or more knowledgeable. That is why students love to connect on social networking sites. So the further discussion of this report, guys, will be discussed by the next reporter. So I hope you've learned something about my discussion. Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. Good day. I am Reca Diaz, one of the presenter from Group 5. So today, I am going to discuss about the technology collaborative tools. So the objectives. At the end of this discussion, the students will be able to first know what is collaborative technology and learn the different, na-mistypo na siya but it's different, the different types of collaborative software tools. So technology collaborative tools, What comes into your mind when we heard the word collaborative or collaboration or collaborate? So, unsa man atong ma-think when we heard the word? Okay, so or collaboration, it is the process of two or more individuals working together to complete a task or achieve a common goal. So, one siya ang key point. It is a process of two or more individuals working together to complete a task or achieve a common objective. So, effective collaboration necessitates interpersonal skills, communication skills, knowledge sharing, of course, and coordination. So now, let's get to know what is technology collaborative tools. So technology collaborative tools refers to tools and systems designed to better facilitate group work both in office and remote. It is also known as groupware. These pieces of technology trim the costs and time associated with facilitating group work. So combining technology with curriculum is a great way to create a collaborative learning environment. Learning to work in groups doesn't come naturally to everyone, but it has the potential to help students excel academically while learning other great 21st century skills like communication and problem solving. So, since teamwork is also much sought after skill by employers, it can even give students a leg up in their future careers. So now let's discuss the types of collaborative software tools. There are three software types or three C's comprising today's collaborative software tools. While each focuses on simplifying a particular aspect of group work, such as calendar sharing, meeting conferencing, and document updating together. These classifications of collaborative software technology open the door for borderless team project management. So first, it is communication technology. So communication tools also tend to be unstructured. They do not require prior scheduling or calendar sharing to be effective. In fact, they're not intended to be formally preemptive at all. So examples aninia is emails like kana sa atong Gmail, sa Yahoo Mail. Next is instant messaging apps like Messenger or Telegram, Snapchat. Then next guy, digital voice application. So those are some examples of communication technology. Next is conferencing technology. So conferencing tools are the second C of collaborative software. It is the second component distinguishing conferencing technology from sheer communications technology. Depending on the software used, conferencing technology allows everyone to access, make changes, and work on the unified screen all at once for a single presenter to control screen movements and functions. So, such as during a presentation. So, types of conferencing tools for the workplace are video conferencing or di lang sa workplace, but it is also applicable sa atong setup karon. So first is video conferencing with shared screen capability. So we are all familiar naman sa ingani nga type of kanaang or ingani nga way of learning, di ba? Makakuan ta kay there were days nga adto ta sa school for kanaang face-to-face classes and the rest kay kanaang mag-online learning ta which means blended learning, the initial blended learning. I forgot, sorry. So next is document sharing software. So there were times our teacher were not able to meet us, but she will share a file in the G drive. Kanang we're used to that naman kay most of the teachers, or I mean kanang some of the teachers do this kind of method na although di sila ka-attend, but they'll send a link or a file of a video recording sa ilahang lesson. So next is share digital whiteboards where users can ideate, review, and edit information or data simultaneously. And next is shared application where users can simultaneously access certain apps in real time to check information. And lastly, the coordination technology. Coordination technology, in other words, they allow individuals and groups to connect interpersonally as well as coordinate work tasks and activities, making end-to-end workflow management simpler, unsiloed, and more efficient. So, some examples kay e-calendars, time trackers, or schedule systems, and murag kanang web or cloud hosted ng mga system nga planning software. So those are examples of coordination technology. And I guess that would be all sa kuang part. Very thank you kaayo for listening, and I hope you learned something from me. Thank you so much.
So hello once again, everyone. I am here to talk about how does technology collaborative tools affect students, teacher, and even the school. So Reca Luis Diaz have already discussed to you what are these technology collaborative tools or unsay pasabot ani, unsay meaning ani, unsay definition ani. So karon atong ikuan kung unsa man ang iyang effect, impact or mga benefits sa technology sa student, teachers, and even the school. So to proceed, let's look back usa sa atong past. So how was life back then sa wala pa technology and internet? So life back then was all in physical and manual. You need to work hard, you need to kanang be physically present to perform something like sa meeting, mo to tag school to perform the meeting. You need to do the task in mano-mano. Next, nasa may transition niya sa karon nga present. So how was life now? It is more advanced, it is more easy, it is more on machinery and internet things. So mas gipadali ang ato mga trabaho. Like we can do meetings through Gmeet, click na lang tag link, tapos enter ka na, ako man discuss and present what you are going to present. I need to discuss to you what are the benefits of this. So the benefit of these collaborative tools is to save time and resources. So dili na ta maghago or dili na ta maghago-hago, dili na ta magasto-gasto, dili na ta mopliti, dili na ta mogasto oras nga mo travel pa to discuss or to have the reporting. Save sa kaning akong gibuhat karon na gamit ko Gmeet, which is also a kanang collaborative kanang tools nga makakuan sa ato mga teams kay grupo man eh. So maka-discuss mi diri sa atong Gmeet na ma-present mo nga presentation without traveling, without wasting time. Next is to increase productivity. Since dili na ka mag-waste of time, mas ma-focus kasi mong ipangbuhat, mas ma-focus naman sa imong ganahan buhaton, sa imong dapat nang ipuno ang imong presentation. Next is to improve communication. It improves communication kay also kanang it gives man sad sa self-esteem, it boosts your self-confidence man. Kay lahi ra gyud kay ang mo atubang ka og tawo gyud nga nagit sa mga atubangan o lahi ra sad kaning nasa kanang sud sa internet or kanang gamit ang internet kay dili nato ma-feel kayo ang kulba inana. So it improve our communication nga mas ma-develop pa gyud ta sa pag-communicate. Next is to our remote collaboration is made easier. Example ani is katong pag-pandemic which is lockdown tanan tapos wala kayo makagawas-gawas. So sana ba ito pag-connect sa ato mga kauban. So through collaborative tools like Gmeet, like G-Drive, yung chat, inana, connection, video call, etc. Next is to boost team morale. How? Mas ma-focusan nimo mga kauban kay makita ra nimo dayon nimo dira sa imong kan, mas ma-focusan nimo inani pagbuhat, inani kan, unsay kinahanglan muspon sa iyaha, mas matagaan nimo sila og time, mas matagaan nimo sila attention. Kay na may uban nga mauwaw istorya sa kanang personal nga maglisod nga communicate kaayo. So it boosts team morale kay mas ma-develop, mas ma-inspire nimo sila. We also have here the solve complex problems, yes, learn new things, yes, improve communication, yes, generate inventivity, yes, boost efficiency and productivity. Here's some develop a higher level thinking, oral communication, self-management, leadership skills, promotion of student faculty, interaction, increase in student attention, self-esteem, and responsibility. Knowledge collaborative tools, it affects us in a positive way. So thank you so much guys. And next is we have Warin Esid to talk about the examples of technology collaborative tools. Thank you.
So hi, good evening everyone. I am Warin Esid. So for today's evening, I will be discussing about or I will be reporting about what are the example of technology collaborative tools used in teachings or the digital tools used in teachings. So first example is the Flipgrid. So Flipgrid is a free video discussion platform built by Microsoft that helps create a social learning classroom environment. This application lets teachers post discussion prompts and enable students to respond in a short video format. Next is the Kahoot. Kahoot is an educational platform that is based on the games and questions. This is the same with the Quizlet quizzes and yes. So Kahoot is through this tool, teachers can create questions, discussion, or surveys that complement academic lessons. The materials projected in a classroom and questions are answered by students by playing and learning at the same time. Next is the Google Classroom. So I know every one of us are pretty much familiar with this one. I know we are using this Google Classroom. So Google Classroom combines Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Calendar into a single platform where assignments, collaborations, communications, and grading are integrated into one ecosystem. Next is the Animoto. Animoto is a digital tool that allows you to create high-quality videos in a short time and from any mobile device, inspiring students and helping improve academic lessons. So Animoto is interface-friendly and practical, allowing teachers to create audiovisual content that adapts to educational tools. Next is the Per Deck. Per Deck is the full free service that's similar in the Nerdpad. It brings your slide presentations to life. You can build interactive lessons quizzes, pulls right in Per Deck. So plus your student will have the ability to interact with your lessons by responding to questions or prompts on their own screens in a real time. Next is the Edmodo. Edmodo is an educational tool that connects teachers and students, and it's assimilated into a social network. So in this one, teachers can create online collaboration groups, administer and provide educational materials, measure student performance, and communicate with parents, among other functions. Next is the Class Duo. Class Duo is a tool to improve student behavior. Teachers provide their students with the instant feedback so that the disposition in the class is rewarded with the points, and students have a more receptive attitude towards the learning process. Class Duo provides real-time notifications to students like for example, well done Earl, you have a +1 for working collaboratively. The information that is collected about the student behavior can be shared later with the parents and administered through the web. Next is the Quizlet. So this is the same with the Kahoot. So Quizlet provides a platform for students and teachers to create and share their own learning materials, including flashcards and diagrams. So this is also called the Quizlet Live. It is free in-class quiz game produced by Quizlet that can bring these learning materials into life. In this engaging the interactive game, students most of all contribute, stay focused, and communicate will to win. Next is the Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle is an app that takes any video and turns into an educational tool. Teachers simply add their chosen video and set up for students with questions about the content and assign into them via their regular LMS. LMS stands for Learning Management System. So Edpuzzle integrates with the Google Classroom and many other LMS platform as well. And notable features of Edpuzzle is that teachers can easily track student progress. Next is the Freezy. I know every one of us are nakayuse na sa Freezy. Freezy is a digital software for creating interactive presentations. According to their research, the innovative way Freezy helps you to make presentation by zooming leads more effective, more persuasive, more effective, and more engaging presentation than presentation made a PowerPoint. So Freezy allows students to create presentations that are more creative and more exciting than what PPT has to offer. Next is the Zoom. I know, yes, this Zoom is similar with the Google Meet. So Zoom, kung magamit yung Zoom is cash siya glued kay SAS Google Meet. So Zoom is gained popularity during the pandemic for its versatility as a presentation tool and webinar platform while students learn online. Its security, live video, classroom functionality, and chat feature for social interaction make Zoom as a useful distance learning tool.
Hi everyone. Good evening, my dear students. So let's go to the next. Can someone read? Ilum lagi mo class. No one? Ako na lang. So, what would happen if technology collaborative tools weren't utilized in a classroom setting? So, unsa daw may tabo class if technology collaborative tools kay dili magamit og tarong og sakto sa usa ka classroom setting? Ako ra nagi Bisaya class para mutastas kuno ay ang atong pagstorya diri sa akong. Then charot lang mao man akong sense of humor class. So, let's go. First, Students' collaboration is not natural. Do you know why? Wala, sir. Because it will be awkward. Kay if wala ma-utilize maayo ang collaborative tools sa atua, labi na ron na naapay mga nag-online classes, dili ta comfortable sa usag-usa kay di pa man ta kaila. But don't worry, awkwardness is common when meeting your peers for the first time. Over time mawala ra man na, manggawas nang ang pagkaway buot. Kasabot. Second, collaboration can't happen remotely. Kabaw mo nga no? Kabaw? Wala. Okay. Cannot because from the word palang gani weren't utilized, meaning wala na tarong og pag-apply. Then of course we can't collaborate or cooperate with each other remotely. Online rebeta, so we have to meet remotely, meaning without physical contact. We can't meet virtually at any time. Of course class dagan sad factors ana like natural cause, signal, or jobs. LDR na ganit di pa jud na to matarong ay nata. Charot lang class. Moro man ako sense of humor class. So third, collaboration can't be easy to track with tech. Why sir? Ano naman sir? Well, if wala na to magamit tarong ang collaborative tools with or when cooperating with each other properly, dili ta makaibaw kinsa gabuhat ana, kinsa gabuhat ato. Group projects will always be frustrating class. Labi na ay dili mo participate o dili mo buhat sa iyang assigned task. Ang ending ana, ikaw mo shoulder tanan kasakit o pagantos. Ikaw ang muhatag og extra effort to finish your project for the sake na. Fourth is we can develop a that's not my job mindset. Kasoy bata tanan class nga kanang whenever we got group projects nya online class raman, so mag-assign jud ta each member, then when one is done then ang usa wala pa dili na to tabangan. That's the not my job mindset. We have the mindset nga if we're done, then we're done. Dili na ta mo care for others. Kay man naman ta, magdota na ta, magchat-chat na ta, o kinsa man na, or mag-ML. The last but not the least is a lot of wasted time. Nga naman makasang oras sir? It's because we are disengaged with each other. Mag-iya-iya ta, wala na ta nagkasinabtanay, dili ta willing maminaw sa usag-usa or magunya-unya, which will lead to a lot of wasted time naunta para sa preparation for the assigned group task or group projects. So mao nang mahitabo if collaborative tools weren't utilized, wala matarong og gamit sa usa ka classroom setting. Thank you class, I love you all.
Hello everyone, mabuhay, a mesmerizing evening to all of you. My name is Earl Segovia and I am going to discuss the conclusion of our report entitled Technology Collaborative Tools in the Digital World. So, since the early 1800s, the world had slowly given rein to humans with a drive for convenience and a way of living, encouraging the enlightenment of curiosity that had welcomed science into the civilization. The movement had given birth to engineering and early interventions that step by step wielded devices with hopes to make life easier and goals to utilize both manpower and time as society evolves into a much better world to live in. Through generations and a couple of names made known by remarkable inventions and philosophies, laws of science had finally broken out of the Stone Age and gave rise to modern technology. It is indeed that the emergence of machinery has made today's society a much easier world to live in, hitting various aspects that complete the system of the modern world. Communication, transportation, source of entertainment, and information are few things made convenient by technology. The most significant role of an improved lifestyle in today's living is its impact on globalization and the world market, and the technology's outstanding contribution to our education system today. So today's generation of students are a unique breed. Therefore, it's crucial that teachers know how to interact with them. They appear to flourish in a collaborative learning. They like logging onto social networking websites. Instead of being knowledge consumers within the classroom, they would rather create or do something. They enjoy being on the go, whether it be physically or online, moving from place to place or site to site. Although they might be more self-directed in terms of selecting what they want to learn, how they want to learn, and when they want to study, it appears that they are spending a significant portion of their time in a digital social environment. So, I have mentioned earlier how students are flourished in a collaborative learning. But how can we achieve collaborative learning without the collaborative tools? So, what exactly are collaborative tools? So a collaboration tool helps people to collaborate, of course. The purpose of a collaboration tool is to support a group of two or more individuals to accomplish a common goal or objective. Collaborative tools can be either of a non-technological nature, such as paper, flip charts, post-it notes, or whiteboards. They can also include software tools and applications such as collaborative software. So we all know that interaction is a vital part of learning. This means being able to communicate with others through different modes and means. During the pandemic, where online classes are being implemented, it is very hard and difficult to keep the same level of interaction up as there would be normally be in the physical classroom. That's why it's important to find ways of allowing the students to continue interacting with each other and even with those beyond the virtual classroom. One way of doing this is through online collaboration tools. So that's the end of our report. I hope that you have learned something. And by the way, we are the Group 5. Thank you so much for listening.